Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. Nsasirero kulibe yapita ukatumikira ntchito zina, koma nevertheless we are here. Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. My name is Sam Banda Jr. In this edition, we dedicate this edition to the Tumaini Festival, which happened last weekend at Zareka Refugee Camp in Doha. Several activities in various artistic disciplines took center stage at Tumaini Festival, which started on a Thursday and ended on a Saturday. Where there's infotainment, and we'll give you the highlights of all the activities which took place at Tumaini, the 8th edition of the festival. All you can do is stay right there as I bring you more in Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. And my name is Sam Banda Jr. But remember, this program comes to you courtesy of UNICAF.
Great job, guys. Thanks a lot. Time to work on an assignment for my Master in Business Administration, my MBA. With UNICAF University, I can study anywhere and at any time. I'm doing this MBA to secure my future in the music industry. Online learning with internationally recognized UNICAF University is flexible, convenient, easy on your pocket, and big in helping your professional future. Now do yourself a big favor and check it out today.
Now we begin our program with an item. I was saying we dedicate this edition of Infotainment to the Tumaini Festival, which took place last weekend, the 8th edition of the festival, a free of charge festival that happens every year at Zareka Refugee Camp. Of course, there was several. There were other festivals, including Hangout, which took place in Salima. But we were fixed. We basically fixed ourselves at the Tumaini Festival. Now, at the Tumaini, one of the people who attended the festival for the first time was the U.S. ambassador, that's David Young. He was so busy. He attended, he toured some stores and appreciated some of the items on display. And apart from that, he also enjoyed a dance. And at one time, he went on stage and showed his dancing skills. And we caught up with him just to find out how excited he was being part of the Tumaini Festival 2022, and basically what Tumaini was all about and what he felt the festival was all about, basically. So let's hear this interview that we had with U.S. Ambassador David Young. Okay, so Tumaini Festival 2022 8th edition continues, and one of the special people who's been part of the Tumaini Festival is the U.S. Ambassador. He's been here since morning. He's toured some stores, and now he just gave a speech, and he had to dance as well. I saw you dancing. You excited?
Yeah, I'm having a wonderful time. This Tumaini Festival is really fantastic. It's a wonderful celebration of cultures here at Zaleka, and people from Rwanda, Congo, Burundi, Ethiopia, Somalia. It's a wonderful celebration of culture, and we have wonderful Malawian artists sharing at the concert tonight. We're listening to Cindy right now, so it's a very special evening.
Your first time to be at Tumaini Festival. What was the first thing or that dragged you to say, let me go to Tumaini?
Well, I've been to Zuleika a couple times, and I heard from my good friend Menes that this was a wonderful opportunity to celebrate local culture here at Zuleika. And so I wanted to come out and experience it. I think all of us, Malawians, Americans, all partners, we need to be welcoming of our refugees. We need to support them. These are people who've been uprooted from their homes, and we need to provide the warmest welcome and support for them at tough times. This festival is a great way to start to do that.
I've seen you dancing, I've seen you testing food. You went on chiwaya chips, having some chiwaya chips in there, and you've done all sorts of things, buying things in there. What's that exciting thing that that you've seen, apart from music, apart from eating nice food or different food? What's that nice thing that has caught your eye or your attention to say, no, this is Tumaini?
Well, I got to eat some good mandasi, not as good as my Margaret's, but it was good. And I had some chapati, I had some chiwaya, I had wonderful experiences. I think going to Salama, Africa, and dancing with 4-year-old Gershom was one of the highlights, because it personifies for me the humanity and the dignity of refugees here, and how supportive we all need to be as partners and friends, and welcome the refugees here in Malawi.
Thank you so much, Ambassador, for giving us your time that we speak to you, as well as hear your comments in terms of what you've seen at Tumaini. Otherwise, wishing you all the best, and yeah, I enjoyed your dance. Zikomo kwambiri ambuya kudaliseniso inu as you enjoy Tumaini.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the US ambassador giving us his take on what is seen in the Tumaini Festival. My name is Sam Banda Jr. Keep it time. Exciting moment there for the US ambassador, that's David Young, enjoying himself at the Tumaini Festival 2022 8th edition. As I said, we are dedicating this edition of Infotainment to Tumaini Festival, the free of charge festival that takes place at Zuleika Refugee Camp in Doha. And one of the people who also patronized the festival this year, 2022, is poet, a veteran poet, Q Malewezi. Recently, he was in Mexico, where he represented the country at an event in Mexico, but he made time to be part of the Tumaini Festival. So we caught up with him just to share more details about the moments he had in Mexico, how was it, as well as his time at Tumaini. What did he enjoy most, and why did he make his way to Tumaini? Of course, it was not his first time to be at Tumaini, but this year, 2022, why did he make time to go to Tumaini Festival? Let's hear from Q Malewezi. Tumaini Festival 2022, 8th edition of the Tumaini Festival. My name is Sam Banda Jr. and lots of people. I'm meeting lots of people here at Tumaini. That's the experience that you get at Tumaini Festival. And here we are, the legend, the legendary poet, Q Malewezi. Q, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm like, are you back from Mexico? Because this guy was in Mexico, by the way. Share us the money from Mexico, man.
The pesos. All the pesos are finished.
All right, okay. First things first, you were in Mexico performing there. How was the experience like?
Well, the experience was very good. The festival coincided with the Festival of the Dead, and it was very interesting to see how they celebrate their culture and their spiritual beliefs. And I think there's a lot we can learn from that in terms of celebrating our own indigenous spiritual beliefs.
All right, the first time, I think the festival stuff came barely, was it a week or a month after you also had a visual performance at the Poetry Africa. I think things are getting so well, especially for Q. I know. But
What does this mean for Malawi, especially in terms of poetry? You've been in, you were at Poetry Africa, and you were also in Mexico, basically. It seems we're heading the right way.
Definitely. I think personally for myself, I consider myself as a cultural ambassador. So every time I get these opportunities, I share stories about Malawi to create interest for people to know about Malawi and hopefully to come and experience our culture, to experience our people at functions such as Tumaini and other festivals that we have in Malawi. Malawi is an amazing place with such rich heritage and culture that the world needs to experience.
All right. Now I think there's also a project that you're working on. I know there's an album coming up. How soon should we wait for that?
According to my management, I am gagged, so you have to wait for the official press release, and yeah, you will know all about it. But of course, you Sambanda, usually you get the exclusive before it's exclusive.
For sure.
You will know.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Now we are Tumaini. I think a couple of things happening here. Poetry, theater, music, traditional dances, everything in one pot. Your take on what you've seen so far?
Tumaini is a very good, I think it's a full festival experience because it gives space for each art form, so to speak. I'm here today specifically for one reason, really to see one artist. And that artist is none other than, please, let's just come here.
Yes.
I really want to introduce to Malawi, to the world, the most amazing vocalist that I've come across, Cindy, and she'll be performing soon. Please look out for her. This is the reason why I'm here.
Yeah, that's Cindy. They are performing, and earlier on you heard from Q Malewezi basically sharing more about what he saw at Tumaini Festival, and also sharing more information on his performance in Mexico, where he represented the country. So as I said, this is Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. And in this edition, we're looking at the Tumaini Festival 2022 edition, and this is the 8th edition. And there's a man basically behind the establishment of this free of charge festival. In 2013, an idea just came up, and one man known as Menes Laprumi, his real name is Trezor Mpauni, decided to create a platform where people would come together to share ideas, share different cultural expressions, and basically share entertainment, because he was looking at this bigger picture. Someone is at a refugee camp and he's got nothing to show, and looking at the various talents that people at Dzaleka refugee camp in Doha have, he decided to create this platform. And his ideas basically were that why can't we create a platform where people from outside as well as refugees can come together, meet, showcase their different talents. And this man, the name is Menes Laprumi, real name is Trezor Mpauni. So at the festival, we caught up with him just to share more about the 2022 edition, as well as look at the picture, a bigger picture, because he nearly cancelled this festival due to inadequate funds. Let's hear from Menes Laprumi.
And the main man, Menes Laprumi, otherwise known as Trezor Mpauni, is here. How are you, Menes?
I'm very good, thank you, Sam. How are you?
I'm good. Enjoying the festival.
Amazing, I'm having a great time.
All right. 8th edition of the festival. It's been a long journey. What's your take on the journey?
A very difficult journey, very challenging. You know, as a refugee-led organization, first of all, no one could have believed that a refugee could do something sustainable that could stay for even more than a year. So that was the challenge at the beginning. And we kept on doing it. And we proved the world wrong that we can do. And then we worked so hard. One of the rare festivals to sustain itself for until the 8th edition. We know so many festivals that have come before Tumaini. Some didn't survive a year. After Tumaini, so many festivals have come and many of them didn't survive even a year. But Tumaini has been there. Despite the challenges, we have been there, constant, and nothing has stopped us until the 8th edition. So I'm very excited.
Now, before we came to the 8th edition, you nearly cancelled the festival. I think due to the issues to do with the economy, I think you couldn't raise enough. But still more, you've put it together, having the festival. How exciting is it doing it after nearly failing to hold the festival?
This has proved to me that people love Tumaini Festival. And there is no great feeling than knowing that people love your work, people love what you do. When we announced to the world that Tumaini Festival was going to be cancelled because of lack of resources, a miracle happened. Tumaini lovers started calling from all around the world. So in 2 weeks, we managed to raise the money that we didn't manage to raise in 8 months. So that has proved really that people love Tumaini Festival and that people have it in their hearts. Because Tumaini is not just a festival, it's a movement. So we have so many people behind the movement, and that's really the biggest joy for me.
So many performances, over 80 performances from various disciplines, poetry, you talk of music, you talk of theater, different artistic disciplines, and then you also have artists from different countries, others from here at Dzaleka, and then the talks as well, the workshops, starting on a Thursday through to Saturday today. How would you describe 2022 for Tumaini?
So 2022 Tumaini is the best of them all. This year, first of all, we didn't even know that the festival happened, and it happened. And then we didn't just, this year we started with talks. We had guests coming from Chile, from Los Angeles, from Denmark. We had guests coming from Tunisia.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Menes Daplumi, the founder of Tumaini Arts Festival. As he said, this festival is a festival that gives an experience, and you get everything when you come to Tumaini. My name is Sam Banda Jr. Keep it times.
Now, Tumaini Festival is not all about music, but it's a hub where people get to sample different artistic disciplines, and they also get to enjoy food, such as chapati, different types of foods, and that's the experience that Tumaini Festival gives you. So at the festival, we also caught up with a visual artist who's been part of the festival for a long time. Last year he was there as well, selling some of the artworks that he makes, and this year he was there as well to make sure that he gives people different artworks that he's made. And his name is Dingi. He traveled all the way from Lilongwe to be part of the Tumaini Festival. Of course, he's also been outside the country showcasing some of the artworks that he makes, basically selling Malawi to the world. And this time around, he was also selling Malawi to the world, despite that the Tumaini happens in the country. But he was also selling Malawi to the world, because a lot of people from different countries also do patronize this festival. So we caught up with Dingi just to share more about his works, as well as why he decided to be part of the festival this year as well. Let's hear from Dingi.
All right, we are still at Tumaini Festival. As I was saying, The festival started on a Thursday, and today is the last day on a Saturday. Lots and lots of things happening here. Music, poetry, theater, and whatever artistic discipline is here. And one of those is visual arts. And with me here is Dingy. He's someone who's been attending Tumaini Arts Festival for years. Actually, last year he was here, and this year he's here as well, the 8th edition. How are you, Dingy?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you, Sam?
I'm good. You're usually here. Last year you were here, and this year you are here as well. Business-wise, how has it been so far?
I would say business this year has been good, but not as good as last year. A couple of things that have contributed to this, I think mostly is the challenge of fuel. Like yesterday, we have an entourage of people, like it was low. And today, there was also like a challenge in the afternoon, but this evening, we've seen a couple of entourage and people coming through Dubai. Yeah, sure.
All right. And comparing, I know, as you've said, I think this year it's a challenge. Probably the issue of travel for other people. Most of the people have not made it, but still more. I think you've sold, not sold.
Of course, we've made some sales. Yeah, we've made some sales because this is one of the best festivals, I should say, because it's got so many advantages that it's for free, and we have local people who normally come to buy this, so it's very easy for people to participate because there's no fee at the entrance. So yeah, it's one of those best festivals. Yeah.
I was about to ask that. What makes you come each and every year as a visual artist?
What makes me come here, normally it's the mixture of the clientele that we have here. We have mostly, we don't just rely on the tourists, but we have more local people from town who normally come because the name Tumaini Festival behind it, because it gives the people the meaning of the African vibe, like to participate and enjoy culture. So we have a mixture of clients that normally come to here, so we have a lot of customers.
All right. And what do you have in stock? Because I've seen a number of things, with you. I think I'm seeing some ladies blessed necklaces, I should say.
Yes.
African necklaces.
African necklaces, as you can see. We have men's necklaces right over here. Not only forgetting that, we also have like T-shirts from Malawi, which are that side.
All right, okay.
Malawi T-shirts. As you can see, we have bracelets right over here. We have all these things, beautiful things that you can put in the house for home use. Okay. These T-shirts and all over. Yeah, we have got the curious right over there, and all of the stuff.
Okay, and these things, you make them on your own, or it's something which probably
everything that you see here is handmade, and is made by me.
Oh,
yes.
All right.
Exactly.
I know. I usually ask this question to say, where did you learn all this art? Because there are different things that you make in there. Where did you learn all this?
To be very honest with you, I think most of it is learned through inspiration. I learned through inspiration and observing.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Dingy. As I said, is someone who is so passionate about what he does. My name is Sam Banda Jr. Keep it time.
Yeah, that's Dingy there, sharing more knowledge on his artworks, how he learned it, and basically why he decided to be part of Tumaini Festival. As I said, this edition is dedicated to Tumaini Festival, a festival that takes place every year at Zarika Refugee Camp in Doha. And and in 2022, this was the 8th edition of the festival. Several activities took place there. As I said, this program comes to you courtesy of UNICAF.
Great job, guys. Thanks a lot. Time to work on an assignment for my Master in Business Administration, my MBA. With UNICAF University, I can study anywhere and at any time. I'm doing this MBA to secure my future in the music industry. Online learning with internationally recognized UNICAF University is flexible, convenient, easy on your pocket, and big in helping your professional future. Now do yourself a big favor and check it out today.
Now, there were surprise performances at the Tumaini Festival 2022 edition, and these artists were Malinga and Joseph Nkasa. They came in because they are champions of a project where they are disseminating information on stopping human trafficking. So the players involved in this whole project, which is supported by different stakeholders, including USAID, basically is to use art in the other side to disseminate this information. So some of the artists who are part of this whole project, Joseph Nkasa is one of them, as well as Malinga Mafia. They all performed, and we caught up with one of the people who is involved in the project, and this is Caleb Tolle. He's been in the forefront working with different artists, and one of them is Joseph Nkasa. In the past years, he basically came out to support Nkasa with a vehicle, and is also working with him in this project. So we caught up with Caleb Tolle just to share more details on this project, where they are disseminating information on stopping human trafficking. Let's hear from Caleb Tolle.
We are still at Tumaini Festival 2022 8th edition, and so many people we are meeting at Tumaini Festival. And one of the special things that happened is that we saw Pungu Joseph Nkasa performing courtesy of an organization that basically is fighting issues to do with human trafficking. And this person is Caleb Tolle. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. And we saw, I think if you read here, Stop Human Trafficking. Basically, share more details. What is it all about?
Yeah, we are implementing a project called Tugirane Manja Counter Trafficking Activity with support from USAID. And this year we are happy to say that we partnered with Tumaini Letu Festival to raise awareness on human trafficking. As you know, that the festival is a cohesion where people, the refugees, the migrants and the communities and Malawians meet to discuss issues that affect their communities. And this year they dedicated to human trafficking, and we're happy that we came in to support with materials, T-shirts, stickers, posters, pamphlets which are carrying messages of human trafficking, as you can see. And we also working with social media influencers and musicians to raise awareness on human trafficking. And today we are happy that we have reached to more than 45,000 people, but also millions who are watching online, where we have been raising awareness against human trafficking. As you know, that human trafficking is a big problem in Malawi and globally, and we believe that sending out messages on human trafficking, on how we can prevent, how we can prosecute, and how we can collect information on human trafficking is very key to the development of the nation. So Zarega is also one of the areas which is most affected, where people are usually being trafficked. So we thought it is a very big way for us of contributing to this cause. And we are happy that with support from USAID, Malawi, we are able to contribute to this year's festival. And we believe that after this festival, we'll have more people reporting, we'll have more interception, and we believe that there will also be a lot of prosecution on issues to do with human trafficking.
Yeah, that's Caleb Torre, basically sharing more information on issues to do with stopping human trafficking. And they're using different platforms, as he said. And at Tumaini Festival, they use it as a platform to basically bring awareness about stopping human trafficking. And we saw Joseph Nkasa performing Malinga as well. They are part of this whole concept of bringing awareness on stopping human trafficking. My name is Sam Banda Jr. Keep it times.
On that note, we've come to the very end of Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. Just a reminder, writer Temani Mgunda has bagged an award at the African Writers Awards in the category of poetry. My name is Sam Banda Jr. Keep it times as well as Infotainment. Ciao!